Hi everyone, this is Manish here and I have with me my teammate Pei.
Hello.
So we together worked on this build milestone, the first build milestone for DevOps project, and we are going to talk about how we went about doing this build milestone, as well as we are going to give a quick demo about how our build server works. So before I proceed to the demo, we will talk about the architecture of the build server. So here we have used MVC design pattern. So it's model view controller. So as you can see here, we in the controllers we have this file history server.js, and here we have put the main components of our project. Here we have the mail feature and various other features that we implemented. And secondly, we have used MongoDB. So why we have used MongoDB? We use this MongoDB as a database to store all the previous builds and the history information, so that whenever we want to display the history information, we just have to fetch the results from the database. And later, further down the line, if somebody wants to have additional features, like I want to see the build result from this range, or if I want to see only few features about the previous builds, so it is easy to customize, and you can develop new models and easily fit into this MVC architecture. So that was the reason we chose MVC architecture with MongoDB database. So secondly, we have configured the build server on this local machine itself, and we have actually also configured Azure Microsoft cloud services. But in this demo, we are going to talk about this local machine build server. So what happens is, whenever the developer modifies the code and he pushes the code on the GitHub server, it triggers the build server. So the build server will clone the latest code from the GitHub repository, and it will use it to run the latest available program in a Docker container. And the results of the Docker container will be conveyed in the form of email notifications, and those email notifications that I am talking about, that have been coded in the controller as I had shown before. Okay, so that was the flow of information happening, starting from the developer, going to GitHub repositories, and then down to the build server, and then the notification coming back to the developer or the registered users. And third, we have used a node package manager here, but this can also be extended to accommodate other languages or other package managers. So just to summarize, I have talked about MVC architecture and then the flow of information happening and the package managers that we have used. So coming to the demo, I would like to have Pei explain how the build server is functioning, and he will give you a quick demo about this.
So now the first thing we need to do is to start the server, of course. So after the server is started, I need to do some changes to my repository so that I can add this change and commit it to my GitHub. So push it to the master branch.
Alright.
And we can see there's a form here where listing the information about this repository. And also there's a notification email address. This email address is their email that in their Git configuration file. But if you like, you can change it to anything you like.
So you mean to say that this email has been automatically detected from the Git environment variables and made available to your build programs, this configuration? Okay,
yes.
Alright, that's great.
And then we can submit this request, and you can see in their history page of the build server, you can see it is building.
Okay, the current status is building. Okay, on the right hand side also it's still
running
in the process.
The Docker. Yeah.
Alright, so the status is consistent. Alright.
Alright, so now we can see this one is failed because there is something wrong with their package.json, I think. Yeah.
Yes. So he had modified the package.json file. So let's correct it.
So we can see there's one comma missing here.
All right.
So after fixing this one, I think we should get a successfully built in their next iteration.
Okay. All right. So we have seen the failed feature of on the master branch. Let's see what happens in a successful scenario.
Okay.
We should be able to see success on the history, as well as we should get the success information in the mail.
Yes. Now you can see the Docker, it is running their, it is cloning their repository.
Right. I see
and then success
on the
here.
Okay.
After I refresh it, we can see, okay,
Yeah.
everything is installed successfully.
Okay, so 3 things are happening consistently. All right. So can you show the same demo on a different branch?
Okay, of course.
All right.
In this branch, in the master branch, you can see in the package.json file there are 3 dependencies here. So I have another branch named there. Maybe it's the A2, yeah. Okay. The A2, we can see there is only 1 dependency here. Okay. So they are different. So the outcome of their building of the build should be different also.
All right. So let's run it.
Let's run it. Yeah, I need to do some change to their this one. Git push our original A2.
Okay.
So now we can see it takes a while. It takes a while too.
Yeah, okay. It takes some time. That's not a problem. Okay. All right.
So
I can see the branch getting modified here. So A2 is coming here. So how did you do that? Are you fetching information from the Git configuration?
Yeah. Actually, I am using a shell script to run something like Git branch.
So you get the current branch.
Yes.
Okay. So you are getting the current branch from the available setting, Git settings.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And now you can see it is also building. Okay, success. You can see there's only 1 module is built here. So
all right.
So these 2 are really different. Okay.
Okay. So all right. So what we saw in this demo, we talked about the architecture of the build server, and then we gave a demo for different branches. And as you saw that we are able to see the history of the previous builds. If I scroll down, all the previous runs, as well as we get to see an email notification, and you also have the ability to configure, to customize the email address in the history, so that you can add more stakeholders or concerned people to receive the notifications.
Yes.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. For any further clarifications or any further information, please feel free to get back to us.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.